What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, Ty's Nuggets. I hope you guys have an awesome week. Things went well for you. You've had a lot of favor, a lot of blessings, just a lot of joy and happiness. So today I'm coming back with another video entitled Grieving Relationships. I try to make things a little more transparent, a little more vulnerable, because you never know what other people are going through, and they just need somebody who go through similar things. So, as my previous videos have said, I did some self-evaluation. I made a wrong decision of going back to a relationship that should have been cut off. So I made the decision to cut the relationship off. No communication, no anything. So this came upon my heart. I always ask the Holy Spirit to lead me and guide me in my videos, and talking about grieving relationships, because nowadays it seems like everybody just leaves one relationship and then just goes to another. Nobody takes the time to heal, to grieve, and to just get things back in order. So for me, in grieving relationships, I just literally sit down, take some time and say, okay, let's figure out what happened, what went wrong. And now I'm learning to not always focus on what went wrong, but what are some things that went well? What are some good things? So that next time you can focus on these good things and not necessarily always focusing on the bad things. So just sitting down and seeing what went good, what went bad. Also figuring out again, me, what did I do well and what did I do horribly? Like, again, it's not always the other person, because we choose to be in relationship with them. So it's like, what did I do good and what did I do bad? And let's figure out what I need to fix and what I can keep, and just some things that I can tweak. So in grieving relationships, it's kind of like a little roller coaster. Like, some days we're feeling good, we're happy, we're like, yeah, forget them, I'm good, I don't need them. And other days you're just in your feelings, emotions are going crazy, like, oh, well, did I make the right decision? Was that good or bad? Well, maybe I can talk to them a little bit. Maybe I could just say, hey. It's up and down, up and down, up and down. So sit in those feelings. Sometimes we do just miss the person because we're used to communicating, we're used to talking and texting all the time. We're used to doing those things. So it's okay to have those feelings. Now, I guess it's up to each individual person if you choose to continue communication with that person. I've always been the type of person of, if I've dated someone and we're not talking anymore, I'm not friends with them, because that's just me. I have friends who are friends with their ex and everything is fine. So I guess that just depends on the person. But for me, that just doesn't work out. Like, I'm extreme. So when I cut you off, I cut you off, and that's it. But it's like, okay, I'm having these up and down feelings. For me, I always tell my clients, if you fail a test, it's going to come back again because you failed and you didn't do what you were supposed to do. And that's true for me too. It's like, okay, you said before you're gonna cut them off, you're not gonna talk, you're not gonna communicate, and then you just in your feelings and send a little text, and then everything just starts all back over again. So it's like, okay, Ty, you have these tests, and it's like, what are you going to do now? What are you going to do differently? You said you want to move on, you want to be done with this. So then why do you keep going back? Why do you keep communicating? Oh, I'll just kind of see what they're doing today. They're doing the same thing they do every day, probably. So it's like they're not doing anything different. So it's like, okay, don't go off of those emotions. Don't be impulsive. And then when you make that decision, it's kind of like, man, I shouldn't have made that decision. So again, there's going to be more tests because you didn't pass that test. So there are going to be doors and opportunities where you feel like you should talk or text, or they call you, they text you, they blowing your phone up, like now, blowing your phone up. But I'm like, no, I'm sticking to my guns, because at the end of the day, I made this decision for the betterment of me and my happiness and my peace. And I'm not going to keep going back and forth, because sometimes you change, but they don't. So it's like, I'm changing for the better. I'm doing me. Of course, you can't change other people, but it's like, you not changing is a hindrance to me and my peace and my sanity. And I just can't have that. So I'm just not going back. So just remember, when you do feel those emotions, like sit in those emotions. And now I'm getting to where I carry my journal with me. Usually I leave it at home because I like to journal like when I get home after work before bed, just kind of get my thoughts and things out. But sometimes during the day, I just have so much going on, so much emotions going on. And it's like I need to sit and journal. And in my journal, it's just my conversation to God, my absolute whatever feelings I'm feeling. I just talk to Him, and I'm learning that that verse is true to lean not to your own understanding. Every time I try to lean to my own understanding or find peace or comfort within myself, it never ever works out. Never ever ever ever. And then I usually end up going back and doing something I regret later. So now I'm learning like everything to lean to God, not to me, lean to Him. If I'm feeling emotional and I feel like, oh, I just want to send a text, or oh, I just want to call, I immediately start talking to God, praying to Him, asking Him to help me. Like, I need your help. I can't do this on my own. And He always sends you comfort. He always sends you peace. And when you get it, you just like, oh man, this is what I was looking for. This is what I was needing. So in those moments when you truly know, like, I don't want to go back, lean to Him. If you like to meditate, you like to pray, you like to journal, and it doesn't have to be anything extravagant. Just say, God, I'm weak. My flesh is weak. I need you because you know your girl about to mess up. Simple. He understands that. So it don't have to be anything all over the top. So again, I'm just learning to carry my journal just to get those feelings out during the day. And when I'm feeling good, I still journal about that too. Like, hey, today was a good day. And why was today a good day? I didn't let my feelings or my emotions get the best of me. Today was just a good day. So just learning like this, leaving a relationship, grieving the relationship is up and down. It is a roller coaster. But I do know that at some point you get off the roller coaster and it's done. And I'm also learning to be more expressive with my feelings with my supportive people, my support system. Going to them and saying, hey, you know, right now I'm feeling A, B, and C. And your support system will always be there to encourage you, to give you that uplifting word. And like most of my friends, they just straight up tell you the truth, get you together. Like, girl, get your life together. We don't have time to be doing that. And sometimes I just need that too. Like, girl, get your life together. We don't have time for all of that. So having that good support system too, to be there for you when you are going through that roller coaster, that up and down. But again, roller coasters always come to an end. They always stop. So just know you won't be in this grieving process a long time. You're going to get off, and then you're going to move on with your life and move on to other relationships, other things. But this does not last forever. So anyone who's going through a breakup or anything like that, take that time for yourself. Take that time to grieve. I promise you, you won't be upset, and you won't be missing out on anybody anyway, because sometimes I feel like we are drawn to that dysfunction. We're just trying to jump into relationship after relationship, and we're not healing. So when we get this new boo, it's still dysfunctional because we haven't healed. So take that time to grieve and to heal so that the right boo husband, okay, will come along. And of course you'll have issues there, but it won't be as bad because you've taken that time to grieve and to heal. So in the upcoming weeks, I hope you guys be awesome. And remember, if you're dysfunctional, just pick yourself up and keep going, because there is so much more life to live. So until next week, I'll be back with another video. Just make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys next week. Have a good day. Bye.